Hey, man. Hey, Breezy. Hey, Pearly. Hey, Lindsay. Hey, Andy. Hey, Ash. This is OG. Hey, Brittany. Um, we're gonna have to save the heart maze for when this starts because uh, it might be a little intense for some people. Hey, Jen. That's OG. That's what you get when you soak a fentanyl patch in water and drop that shit in your eyes. I really don't know. I don't know why your eyes are messed up, but tap the screen because that's probably going to get me. Hey, man. This is not AI. This is actually a picture that is off the live. Yes. It's a clown like Scam Slam. Um, Look, I thought OG was like dead ass. I thought she was like mid-50s. The second she pointed out that Bougie was older than her, I was like, holy motherfucking shit. What a reason to get clean. Hey, Bougie. Right, Mama T. Healing. I gotta call you. I'm gonna call you Healing. Because every time I say Mama T, I feel like everybody gonna jump in and be like, "What?" Hey, Gemini. Hey, Sheree. Right, Bougie. I take it you got to those messages. Yeah, everybody taps up because if I guess if we don't get to like 250,000 taps, MJ's gonna try to be cool or something. I don't know.
Whoever the fuck knows us, Boss Hogs Roach or whomever that bitch is, she just came in here. She's the one that claims to know me from a couple years ago, which is fucking weird. I don't know who she is. But anyway, they're here. You know, the one that was saying that your math was off and all the things. She came in here. Boss Hogs Roach. She's in here.
I swear.
Did you hear what I said?
Boss Care. See if you know.
Okay, just
Yeah, I heard what you said about Boss Hoggers.
Powder. That's an old ass movie,
Yeah.
but that's a good movie. Yeah. Anyway, just wanted you to know, by the way.
I have to fix the lag on here. I fixed it now. So, Boss Hours Roach, go on, take a box. Let's get this part of the live out of the way. We're going to pull out the flashcards. Oh, I got to fucking turn. Do not disturb on. I don't have any flashcards, but I got 10 fingers. I got 10 toes. If we get to the point where we need 10 toes, you get a free toe picture. That does line up with the joke.
Wow. The fuck?
With someone over in MJ's live, they'll recognize the name Tiny Toes. Monster, it's all up to you. Brittany, don't take no offense if she block you, because Monster be in here all the time.
I want to say that I don't think a Boss Hogs Roach is coming up in the box, but anyway, still not sure who the fuck she is, but there's that. Okay, bye.
You know what I think? I think she's still trying to count to 500 with her fingers from all the way back then.
Oh, who fucking knows? Don't know. Don't care. Also, the Truth Teller today, yeah, we should probably do a class on what that means, actually, because I'm pretty sure it doesn't mean receiving screenshots of articles that people have sent us and then claiming them to be fact. I'm just saying, I would hope that Truth Tellers would do a little bit more research than that.
Like a Google search?
Oh, I don't think that even got done. Clearly, we just went off of articles that apparently people had screenshotted in the past, and that's what they're claiming to be fact, and that I'm criminals and all the things. You know, typical fucking amateur behavior. But they're truth tellers, so yeah, crazy.
Valid, they no longer exist.
Right.
I do want your reaction to one thing. Let me get a screenshot up, and we're going to read this, and then we're going to play an audio, and I want your reaction to it. I think it'll help everybody take it down. The reaction of a criminal off of websites that don't exist anymore.
Yes, thank you. Okay.
Of course. I don't know how to handle that because if we can't do a Google search to fact check our receipts, people, we look dumb.
That part.
Okay, so this is what OG texted me this morning. I said, I did call MJ a little fat fuck. Tap the screen, everybody. She replied, I said, please let your words and MJ words spoken on live be your reminder as to why it's not okay to lie. This is about the full medical records. She here says on the third one down, never once did I say Farrah gave me all her medical records, so try again. Do we all see that?
Mm-hmm. I see that.
I'm sure the chat sees it. Let me pull that audio up. Because I think we all remember her saying it. And this is why we can't go off a word for receipts. And this is also why we must, at least at minimum, Google the fucking receipts. If you can get a fucking screenshot of a website, MJ, come on. Like, you can't be that dumb. Well, I mean, you can't. Obviously, you are, but, like, it's not normal.
It's selective truth-telling.
Here's the audio.
And I'll be honest, I have not been listening to these lives, but I did get told that Flutterman and Bougie are paying it out like Farrah currently has cancer. That's not true. not from what she told me. Because keep in mind, as her assistant, she sent me her whole medical records so that I could make her doctor's appointment for her.
Well, we know that she's going to say that what you're showing right now has been doctored, altered, is not from OG. There is no proof. So, I mean, that's going to be defense number one.
That is going to be defense number one. But how long is everybody going to sit back and not Google their receipts when they come from a website? Like, did MJ, like, serious question. Did you go to the website? I want to see you go to the website.
That part.
I want to see MJ go to the website.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But right below it says, again, the only people who are lying is you and Farah. Well, I mean, hey, Polly. Hey, Reds. Yeah, we got a lot of large words on the screen because, you know, she says it's funny you call MJ. Have you seen yourself? Yes, that's why I can. I recognize it. I've got experience with it. I visualize it.
Oh, can I also like add that?
I visualize that body.
Sorry, go ahead. The lag is so bad.
Oh no, you go.
I want to add that I believe somebody messaged her, the truth teller, mid discussing Bougie's news article, right? Where they did inform her that, you know, I was never convicted, charges were dismissed, and I have custody of my granddaughter. And she then made a statement to go further to say, well, I mean, I can give her a little bit of credit that the news articles, you know, news do tend to, you know, make up wild ass shit sometimes, but are we to believe that all of these things are untrue and that you just get arrested for nothing? So then I'm wondering, what is her stance on FWA then?
Correct.
Ma'am, because I'm sure that's your friend. Pretty fucking sure. Then are you assuming then that she is, I mean, is that what you're going to say? Because you saw it in a news article or a screenshot that she is guilty of said charges? Just asking for a friend.
Right. So I would also like to point out the polar opposite of the news articles that no longer exist about Bougie is mine. You can find an article online where it says code checks $10,000, and mine is over here damn well known. I got charged with organized crime.
She did. She said you have more media. You have more media footprints than anybody on TikTok.
She posted the claw machine video.
He'd let none of us knew about, right? That we just none of us fucking knew about.
Whatever will I do? I'm exposed now.
Exposed, yes.
Hey, Trouble. Hand it out. Guys, what do I do? Make a poll. Tell me what I'm supposed to do with the claw machine video, the brand new news story that I totally haven't played 400 times on this app myself. It's better when I tell the story. So I'm going to record the story on a voice note and send it on Discord. Oh, she blocked me on Discord.
Same, because I'm racist.
Because I was right. I sent her what she was going to say about me, and she skipped it, and she said it about me, and then she's like, "Oh, nobody was dragging you, but you put it out there to get the outrage going, and then you tried to take it back at the end, so you could say, no, I took it back at the end. That doesn't work, MJ. That just doesn't work."
It's kind of like OG the other day saying, well, now that I've seen the video of Florida man robbing that store. Okay, OG. Okay.
OG, I have text messages from you. Don't do that. Don't lie. Don't lie, OG. I do call misinformation because when you said that, you didn't do it in the OG voice. But I know there's not enough Percocets in the world to get you to that much of a grumble in your voice.
So maybe we need to play the clip again for all those that are coming in with line number 1 on line number 3 down here. Just to recap, and we know people tend to be a little, it's hard for critical
Biased.
thinking. Common sense is just not that common on this app these days, and people do more talking than they do listening. So maybe we should just do it a couple times.
Yeah, I agree.
No problem.
I agree. All right, so if you read line number 3 right here, and I know that's hard for some of you to do, MJ. So, MJ, if you're window watching, I know you're not window reading. Let me read it for you. It says, "Never once did I say Farrah gave me all her medical records, so try again."
And I'll be honest, I've not been listening to these lives, but I did get told that Flutterman and Bougie are paying out like Farrah currently has cancer. That's not true. Or at least not from what she told me. Because keep in mind, as her assistant, she sent me her whole medical records so that I could make her doctor's appointments for her.
Now, did I mishear? Did I develop 13 here? Or is my device working? Is it plugged in? Did I charge it? Do you know, Bougie?
Is Artie in here? Maybe she could get.
Charger?
I think if Artie's in here, she could probably give it to you in the ASL language for you to understand better.
Yes. Could you ASL me the third line there? And then ASL means the speech. I don't know how to do the opiate voice in your hands. I'm sure you're a master at ASL. You can get that down pat. Somebody will ASL my live one day. I will go to Fiverr and pay somebody to do it. Okay, it will be the most offending live ever.
We'll probably also need it in Braille for those that are selectively blind. Thank you, Mittens. Thank you, Mittens.
We will need it in Morse code so we can make people's phones vibrate too, just to make sure they get it.
Except Nikki's. We know what happens when her phone starts vibrating. She gets off the app and is gone for a long period of time.
She goes and visits security to get it checked out.
Yeah. Also known as mushmatized.
Mushmatized. At least mushmatized doesn't make her crash the fuck out on the app like the snark meth. Okay.
I don't even know why she said in there that Bougie and Florida Man are making it out to be what, bitch? I wasn't even in the live about Fair. The fuck are you talking about?
She is so hard pressed on her live about you, where you're like, where she says you said that I would drag Mallory, and well, everybody already knew my stance on that. I'm just like, I'm chilling.
Fucking weird.
She does not like you.
Clearly.
I get the hint. Like, there's a chance. A good chance.
Yeah, I think you might be right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But like Monster said earlier, like in her live, that she would message Monster all the time when Monster was in boxes with me or something. Don't be nice to her. Da 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 da. But meanwhile, she was messaging me about how she loved me and she cared about me and looked up to me and as her big sister, which confused me at the time because I swear to God the bitch was way older than me. But now it makes sense. She's actually not.
Damn, booty, damn. Yeah, I thought she was mid-50s, honestly. That's not even being mean. And I heard that you were older than her, and I'm like, if I had pills, I'd flush them.
Fuck. I mean, damn. I'll take her in public.
What a way to stay clean, everybody.
She's the best wingman, right?
You don't want me and Bougie to drag you, honestly.
I don't drag people. That's what's fucking nuts. Breezy, she's 43, allegedly, or did she just turn 44 or something? I don't know.
No, she better tell the truth. She just turned 57. Okay? She's up there with Scamming Claus. How does Scamming Claus look younger than you, OG?
Right. Wowzers.
Come on.
Unbelievable.
Tomorrow we're gonna play a game where I'm gonna get 9 people in the box, and you guys are going to vote for who looks the oldest out of everybody that's green screened. And I guarantee you OG will be up top, and we're going to find the oldest people on this damn app.
Speaking of green screen, can you please discuss what you had on your green screen last night before you rudely ended your live?
Oh, I don't even know.
It was me in a box that said it's Skittles. The fuck?
Yeah, you mentioned checking my phone, and then it reminded me that she put in the wrong passcode on my one phone 15 times and fucking factory reset that motherfucker.
Huh?
Yeah, what a dick. But it just had some old shit on it. I had it all backed up to Dropbox.
No, I'm talking about you had a green screen on with us in the boxes in your live last night, but my box, my name was It's Skittles, not It's Bougie.
Yes, I made that.
You suck. What's wrong with you?
A lot, actually.
I am not Skittles, nor am I affiliated with Skittles, nor do I want to be. But thank you, Skittles. Cass is an amazing friend. Bye.
See, that's what I mean. I think Cass reached name is that. Cass is good. I talk to her every now and then.
Alright, I'm gonna drop. Anyway. Instigator. Instigator, I'm gonna call you Instigator, not Investigator. Indian, you remember that shit when she was brown Skittles and she used to be in boxes with you all the time and she was talking about how the fuck she was going through law school? Remember? And she was annihilated every fucking time. Nikki, I'm blocking you.
Annihilated in the word for it.
I shmammered. I mean, yeah, a little white girl wasted. Mm-hmm. Oh shit, that was racist. Fuck. Sorry, guys. Fuck.
What was racist?
I said white girl wasted.
Oh, no, it's not racist because Boss Hog only kicked her out when they learned how to spell brown.
I can't.
That's why she took it off her name to try to get back in.
Wowzers. I can't. We all need to be paying attention to people's mental health, please, including mine, Skittles.
So let's pay attention to MJ's mental health tonight. And let's see how far I can push it because I'm not paying attention. Y'all watch. Let me know after.
Jesse wants up, I believe. All right. Bye, y'all.
I'm going to play this one more time while Jesse's up here to get Jesse's live reaction. Remember line number 3 where she said Farrah never said that Farrah gave her whole medical records.
And I'll be honest, I've not been listening to these lives, but I did get told that Florida Man and Bougie are paying out.
I'm here.
Farrah currently has cancer. That's not true. Or at least not from what she told me. Because keep in mind, as her assistant, she sent me her whole medical records so that I could make her doctor's appointments for her.
Sounds like she said it. Hey, Jesse. Hey, Nadal.
I heard it. I did hear it. And I think she said it.
She said it too. I could be hard of hearing though. Is everybody's devices charged? Everybody's tongue split for proper hearing? I think the split in the tongue gets some vibrations or whatever that thing is. Helps you find water or some shit. Everything, monster. Everything. It's so overwhelming the amount that she lies because I'm like, everything she says, I'm like, you said something different every single time. So it's like pick and choose. What do you want to disprove? Yes, Polly.
There we go. Nikki, be nice to Bougie. Otherwise, I come in a box and I do that.
Are we training Nikki now?
We're trying to. Trying to get Nikki to be nice. That's my whole goal. Everybody's got to play nice. Because if you lie, you get called out.
And it doesn't matter how close you are, and it doesn't matter if it's me. That's the glorious part of it, OG. If I lied, call me out on it. Hold an awareness live with me. But make sure you don't do it with that. I'm trying to think of a nice shape to call MJ, but bald. I can say bald. I don't want to say anything too wild early in this live because it will go down. Everybody tap the screen. After Indian Outlaw gets done, I will be starting. I do want to say, MJ, in March, you had told somebody that their cancer was fake as well. And a couple days on this app, literally, like they were like maybe the third person that I met on this app. How are you going to do that? Okay, you can't see, you're blind. There you go. How about now? And that's just the only one I'm going to tell you about tonight. So now we know two people who MJ has accused of faking cancer. So, in honor of MJ literally being the worst at everything, I mean, you can't even spin a narrative properly. You can't even do the outrage bait properly. You don't have it in you to have the flow to watch Smashley. Smashley does it right. Smashley does it so smoothly that most of her people, they're too inebriated to notice. Get a little drink in you. You'll do it better. You're supposed to do it in a way where you tell the outrageous story and then deny it right in the middle and then continue. That way you can clip that little part in the middle and say, hey, I said it wasn't true. So you don't even do that right. You definitely don't tell the truth right. You have no idea how to do research. If you can't do a simple Google search, which is disproved like 99% of what you say, I don't know what to tell you. Maybe you shouldn't spend. Maybe you should be late for your lives. Do research up to 20 minutes after, you know. But that's not what we're here for. We're here for the big text message leak that I told everybody that I was doing. And then I got busy as fuck. And I was barely in Discord. And I was hopping around here and there. And I was doing shit like working and being outside and living normal life while MJ is stuck in MJ's bedroom. I did make a video today. It is a true story of MJ's life from 8.5 months when her mother was pregnant to birth. If anybody's seen it, great. It's like 5 minutes long, 4 minutes long. I'm sure most of you didn't watch it all the way through. It does get better towards the end. Oh, monster. I see that comment. I want to say I agree. I don't think anybody went to OG's house last year. I would like to once again reiterate that the address that was shown is her address, and she just ran around the app saying, "Dox my kid's address." We have cookies. I spoke out for OG plenty. Do I question the receipts that were shown to me? Now, a little bit, yeah, but I am checking all of them because I still have them. And if I do find any that are not correct, I will put them out there. But I believed everything I spoke out on, which is why I did not speak out on the Gina stuff. And I didn't speak out on the Gina stuff because I just thought something was fishy with it. It was messy. Not only did it have the what we have this year, credit card fraud, but it also had an open court case and an open estate case. It had a lot going on. I listened to Bougie about it though, because when OG told me about it made zero sense whatsoever. I called up Bougie. I'm like, hey, you know anything about this? And Bougie laid it out for me, spot the fuck on, and I'm like, that makes sense. And I thought about it, and I didn't want to do it. And guess what? Neither did Bougie, so that's what caused her to say that she unalived herself or attempted to in May when she really just was on a backup account. And may I remind everybody that fake Mittens account last year that had Mittens page on it, that was OG, and it was proven to be OG. But OG, Mittens and I never let you know that we knew it was you. At least I never let you know that I knew it was you. So that's up to Mittens. But we proved it was you. Because OG has a tell. I don't think she has Lyme disease either, Monster. I'm way up here in these comments. I appreciate it. We have cookies. Shannon, where are you? When we take a commercial break, I'll let you know. I tried to call out Mallory, the TV producer dropped me and just started running off on some stuff, and that's what made me not believe the Gina stuff. Because if you want me to believe your side of things, please allow me to show you why I don't believe it and disprove it for me. Yes, Mrs. Cheater account was also OG. Also, OG was the fake account posting herself. Right, Mittens. So if Mittens didn't tell you anything about it, OG, neither did I. But Mittens and I figured out pretty quickly that it was you, and it was your tell. The same thing you did with Farrah. You got one hint, and all the guilt came out your mouth as a defense. Nobody said anything about you taking any money or charging her cards or, locking down 3 cards. And that right there is what Mallory, Megan, and MJ is missing, because you didn't get a call from anybody, because you miraculously can't show any motherfucking receipts from that time, can you? Don't fake it now. OG is Shannon fucking .0. She's the original Shannon. Slot 2.0 for sure. Yes, Mother Moon. Yes. OG was the fake account posting herself. So after May, and after she came back, I didn't fully trust OG. Who could? But I still give everybody a chance just with that reduced trust. OG does that, Mother Moon. And no wonder why her and Stephanie get along. Best way to play victim. Breezy says right. Red says Lordy. Monster says yes, thank you. Monster worse than Shannon? Yeah, because she's right there. She's right above Shannon, right below Slaw. I know, Jesse. She says that, but these text messages say otherwise. Yes, Trouble. Back in the bucket. SP has a bucket that we borrow, that we put the shitty people in. Nobody blocked people, by the way. Everybody's allowed in. Because everybody needs to hear it. Everybody deserves to hear it, and everybody deserves to hear the side of things that we're talking about tonight. And I think it's a very No, Gina with a Gina. I'm the one that OG probably really did run her fucking credit cards. I mean, let's be honest. Had Shell Marie standing up for her lie about not trusting me. Yep, and I'm the one that leaked OG saying that awful stuff about Shell Marie. Now, mind you, I don't really know her, so I really don't have an opinion on her. I know that she's good with OG, and I've never tried to talk to her behind the scenes, and I've never tried to like put a wedge there. But the second I heard that, I was like, yeah, I'm posting it. It was from the Kool-Aid group chat. It was outside of the loyalty group chat, and it was from when Shell Marie sent OG a gift. She does not even like Shell Marie, and that's fucked up. Okay. And in my text messages, you'll clearly see OG screenshot her videos and send them to me, and has tried to get me to roast her, and I just won't. Honestly, I don't know what purpose that would cause, what purpose that would fulfill. That's a 13 thing, if anything. But we're going to begin to cover this very, very important topic tonight. And we all heard MJ plug their merch line. Well, I myself am coming out with the merch line. It is the Grow It and Blow It collection. Here we go. So, it is the world's first self-sabotaging Chia line. It's for when you get tired of self-awareness, when you get sick of accountability, exhausted by facts and nuance, and when you just can't carry the unbearable weight of integrity any longer. There's good news. You don't have to grow as a person anymore. Just grow these chias. I'm going to present to you the Grow It and Blow It line collection of chia pets. It's a limited edition lineup of what I will say is handcrafted, made in China. Maybe. Emotional support disasters. Modeled after MJ. The internet's most dedicated, lazy truth teller. A woman who bravely fights narratives by inventing worse ones. Demands receipts she can't read. And treats misinformation like a creative writing exercise. Each piece in this collection, it captures a different stage of moral decay. Monster, that's actually two good things. MJ blocked me on Discord. I was very happy because MJ seeing exactly what I did. I fucking called everything she was going to say about me. And it's right there. Not my fault. MJ can't read. That's where the can't read comes from. It also covers the intellectual dishonesty or performative outrage. All you do is you add water, you ignore context, and you watch the irony grow. The first one is hair plugs. Yes, I found out about her bald spot. Yeah, her mama's a fucking hoot, by the way. But the first one we have here is hair plugs. It's for the moral of you guys that have a bald spot but don't want to purchase the Rogaine to take care of it. Because purchasing Rogaine takes accountability at the cash register, which takes dedication at your job, which takes focus in your work. And MJ got time for that. Hell, MJ can't even steal it because that would take effort. If MJ can't do a simple Google search, do you expect MJ to go to Walgreens and put something in her pocket? Do you think MJ even knows how to read Mary Ruth's vitamins for hair growth when MJ can't read a DM? Yes, trigger warning, everybody. MJ's face is going to be up here a lot, so don't mind it. Next up in the collection, we have Out of Shape. If you can't read the DM, do you expect MJ to go to the gym? The focus, the dedication, and everything that it takes to go to the gym and get rid of that impeccable triple chin that MJ's right there. One pin on each jaw and one on the chin. Have you ever seen such a spectacle? Do you know how much chia you can grow on each one of those chins? Glass is sold separately. Yes, you can style it in the way of Danny DeVito, as it is here. It is honestly the most genuine way to present it because the spot is bald right down the middle. Well, I'm sorry, but MJ is not a grower in certain areas on the head, just to show her. It comes with the fake 10-pound weight, but don't tell MJ it's fake. It's legitimately a 10-pound weight, guys. Look, it says it. 5 letters, 5 characters. That's about all the capacity that the out-of-shape brain of MJ's has. The little treadmill, battery is not included because they don't fit. It doesn't work. It doesn't need to work. MJ would never get on it. The donut, though, watch that. If you don't move it when you go to sleep, it comes alive to eat it. Yes, the things that MJ took part in on Reddit does not take brain power. It takes the moral decay that she has in her soul. Next up, it's working, guys. The chia seed gel is working. If you put a little too much on there, maybe, just maybe, you might get a couple sprouts of hair. The plant food by the left neck roll, by the right neck roll, and the chia seeds by the right neck roll. That's how you know you have a genuine chia product from the self-sabotaging chia line. Yes, MJ is the moral police chief of chia and how much of the goopy chia goes on top of her goopy head. loopy head, whatever it is, because these are not genuine terracotta. They are pretty soft. It mimics the actual thing. You can move the cheeks. You can, the neck rolls up and down. You do all that. That little bottle right there, doesn't matter. Don't fill it up. Not like MJ washes, anyways. But again, glasses sold separately because greed. So just for demonstration purposes only. The glasses are almost like a gimmick. You see the glasses, so you think she can see the letters. She can't. But when you buy this one, believe me, it's not working, guys. This one, false advertising. Next up is, I'm the only one who can complete a sentence. That is why MJ pretends to be the head of the platform. MJ is the only one out of all the mods over there who can actually form a sentence. Not very well, mind you. Listening to MJ talk, I would rather listen to the last thing Kurt Cobain heard, honestly. The voice of that woman with that bald spot echoes in your brain. You feel as empty up there as she is. Because the words carry no substance. They carry no facts. Yes, a wild woman yelling. And then what happened next? Because I don't want to get taken down. Because I know MJ's in here reporting like a mother. Like, in tears probably at this point. Hitting a report button saying, why isn't it working, guys? And none of your mods are reporting for you. Because that clip of you where you said when you let them out of the basement, the audacity I would have to ever say that about anybody around me. When I let them out of the basement, they come out and protect me. Absolutely not. You treat your people like they're disposable. You treat your people like they're your property. What do you mean you keep them in the basement? If I was your people, I would revolt right now. I'd come in here, take a box, and drag your stupid ass right along with this chia shit. This one's also misrepresented because there's no bald spot. One thing is guaranteed. You will not get the chia plant on the entire surface of that weird head. There will always be a bald spot. As insane as this live has been, it only gets better because next up we have balding. Plain, old, simple balding. Something that MJ is like, that's normal, guys. I'm not self-conscious about that at all. Are you, MJ? Is that why you wear your hat? I said you were shaped like a curd of cottage cheese and you put a jacket on. Was that to hide the cottage cheese like appearance? Is Scammy Cloud streaming me? Fine, Scammy Clouds, you can laugh at this tonight. But I still don't appreciate what you did to Judge Truth. I know. I don't appreciate what she did to Judge Truth, but it's funny. We can all laugh tonight at MJ because this shows MJ that hate bonding is not the right way. Okay? That when I have to call out my friend for doing fuck shit, and they run around the app to all these fuck shit people like you, MJ, and you, Mallory, and you, Megan, and y'all just believe her. Y'all ain't talking to nobody else. Y'all don't even know the scope of receipts I got that disprove 100% of everything that y'all are saying. Even people that hate me the most will agree with me that OG did it. There's no way you can do 29 charges on a card, 18 of them no permission, $12,800 over 6 weeks. OG, you are not worth that type of money. Check your friend if they're buying too much stuff. Don't let people buy too much stuff. Anyways, back to balding. You see the hair regrowth? That is what MJ thinks Rogaine is, but that's off-brand Rogaine. MJ, don't be poor like the people on assistance you make fun of. Buy the name brand stuff. Stick to your pretend morals. Because if it ain't name brand, it ain't working. Because obviously, look at that bald spot up on your head. The brush, that's there for show. Because who needs a brush? 2 swipes, one on each side of the head, and you're done. You ever brush a dirty tennis ball? That's what it would be like brushing your hair as a MJ here. No brush needed. The little clump of hair on the side, that's for show, because that did not come from MJ. Because that on the side of MJ's neck right there is 10 times the hair that MJ actually has. Not enough for a comb over either. Dude, it's just a comb through. It doesn't even move. To give you a good example, go grab a tennis ball. If you don't play tennis, go find some old person's little walker, flip it upside down, and try to brush that. That is what brushing MJ's hair, I would imagine, would be like. Next up, we have probably the least offending one out of the whole collection of self-sabotaging chia pets. And that is body getting rounder. Now, as we have seen throughout this whole collection, there has been a theme of misinformation, and that theme carries on from MJ's mouth. These are self-sabotaging, like MJ. How are you going to say, fuck me, and then turn around and get gaslit by the people in your crowd, and then say, fuck Scammy Claus, and be left with nobody? Because you either had my people or Scammy Claus people, because you sure ain't starving no people, MJ. So come on now. You can't, would you get FWA's 2 people? But she'll tell you fuck you too the second she thinks she can get, 500 coins off of one of her people. So, got to pay up that lawyer. Which goes to show that you really are self-sabotaging, MJ. Why debunk your lies when you debunk your lies to us all? Like, we listen to you talk, and then we immediately stop listening because you have done said 12 things in a row that has been a total fabrication of whatever the hell you were thinking. I don't even know where your mind's at. I don't even know what world you live in. Okay, I thought I was on drugs a year ago, but I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I'm not on what you're on, because you are not on this planet. Okay, the laws of logic and common sense do not exist inside of your skull. The only thing that does is the calories that is making your body get rounder. Next up in this collection is the talentless balding slob. This is a lifelike representation of MJ. Comes with pizza box, off-brand beer, off-brand potato chips, a hamburger just sitting there randomly, an empty can of soda that is right off camera of MJ's setup, and the trash on MJ's floor. This is an accurate rebuild of MJ's live stream setup. When you watch MJ, you want to just drop whatever's in your hand, because you suddenly become lazier. You suddenly become less focused. You suddenly become dumber. Listening to what MJ says is really like kicking the corner of a coffee table with your bare feet over and over and over and wondering why it hurts. But you're doing that to your ears because you're listening to this piercing, idiotic mess of a noise over and over and over, and you're wondering why you have a headache. And I don't think I've mentioned it near enough. The bald spot. Are these mean? No. Because since when was honesty mean? And if you think these are mean, wait till I get really honest. Because we're not even close to getting really honest yet. But here's one of the first ones that is actually getting to be just a trait that MJ has. Light one up, Scammy. I just did. You're going to need it. The I'm trash. Self-sabotaging Chia. Honestly, finally, I'm trash places MJ exactly where she belongs. Waist deep in garbage with her OnlyFans that her flies buzzing. Banana peels slipping underfoot. The chia sprouts barely survive here, just like the hair in her bald spot. Accuracy. It symbolizes the self-esteem that only exists when playing the victim. It's raw, like the meat in there. It's poetic, like the jokes on the popsicle sticks in there. And it's the closest she will ever get to accountability. Briefly admitting it before blaming one of you in the chat. The I'm Trash is a special limited edition. Not only is it built with real fake terracotta that's kind of mushy, not like mush in the chat mush, but mush and like actual facial feature mush that MJ has. It is built with the cheapest 10 trash can, barely thin enough to hold its own weight. The trash is real though, direct from MJ's room. The flies sold separately. Those are MJ's actual friends. MJ would sell them out though. Next up, we have the low self-esteem MJ self-sabotaging Chia in the line of limited edition line of Chia pets that we see here today. So, when we talk low self-esteem, we automatically think MJ. It's common sense. If you don't think MJ when you say low self-esteem, please tell me. Say low self-esteem to yourself and tell me you don't think MJ. No. So that's why there's no boxes in the lineup. Like, MJ is too trashy for boxes. There's already enough waste products in these because they're actually very toxic. It's not labeled either. So if there's a box, there's got to be warning labeled, all that good stuff. You don't get any warning labels. You just get toxicity in every single one of these. And if you collect them all, you still won't be as sad as MJ actually is. Because you will still be able to turn on your TikTok and at least talk to one genuine person in your chat or in your DMs. MJ there cannot even read the DMs. So MJ cannot talk to anybody who is genuine. Now remember, for all you 34 pathetic people in here, I say 34 pathetic people because the rest of you is in here to record me and use this against me later. I accept that. I say that about everybody else. I expect it about me too. I can't think I'm special like MJ. I have to be realistic, unlike MJ. The french fries, realistic. The sticky note that says, I'm great, unrealistic. Notice the low self-esteem here of MJ lying to themselves. Stay strong, MJ. The book of therapy there, pages are blank. MJ can't read anyways. Again, glasses sold separately. Don't put the chia gel on the glasses. You don't want your mama yelling at you for breaking your glasses and she got to buy you new ones, MJ. One last thing that's realistic about this, once again, look how the bald spot leads down to the neck, how the neck goes down into the traps, almost like a pimple. That right there is realism captured in this chia pet. You could look at this chia pet and look at MJ and say, wow, that bald spot leading down into that neck is accurate. For all you out there who like to use the joke throat punch, that right there is a shield. Never be able to do it to MJ. Automatic protection. Got a thick old layer of padding right there to stop all your malicious jokes from ever getting through. Next up, we have the I'm useless self-sabotaging chia pet and the MJ chia line. Now, surrounded by broken tools, all types of dead technology, unplugged cords, and more, this I'm useless trademark by MJ is a monument to wasted potential. This chia barely grows, just like MJ's real hair. It's symbolizing effort that never starts, just like the bald spot. MJ insists it's everyone else's fault, of course. Artie, it's your fault MJ has a bald spot. Bougie, it's your fault MJ threw that candy bar wrapper on the floor 3 weeks ago and didn't pick it up. Mimi, it's your fault that MJ left a half a can of Coke on the counter in her kitchen, and the ants got in, and her mom had to discipline her for that. Rose, the empty toilet paper roll that MJ did not care to replace, that's your fault. You should have reminded MJ. No longer will we blame it on MJ. We're going to blame it on all you. What irony that is. It's a must-have for all you collectors out there who appreciate the irony that is so thick it needs a disclaimer, but not as thin as the bald spot on her hair, on her head. Ah, yes. And you know what? Bad Dog Mom, that dinner that MJ didn't make, MJ blames you. Bitchy Witch, it's your fault. MJ was on all day, and you're the one that caused Bad Dog Mom to cause MJ to not make that dinner. Jesse, it's your fault, no cake. Why aren't you guys understanding that nothing is MJ's fault? The lies that MJ tells is all of your fault. You shouldn't exist for MJ to talk so recklessly to. Not even to, it's more at. You know what else is your fault? Mittens, this next one's your fault. Bad coping mechanisms. I had no idea which one was next, so if you have bad coping mechanisms, I'm sorry. But it's your fault that MJ has bad coping mechanisms. From the ice cream to the off-brand booze, to the unlabeled pills, to the To the controllers that don't work, they got sticky buttons because you know MJ's controllers got some sticky buttons. This bad coping mechanism, Chia, is the ultimate therapy is optional starter kit. Each object around MJ, it represents a distraction that MJ uses instead of addressing anything head on. As this Chia grows, it tangles itself among the mess, proving that avoidance doesn't heal, it just decorates the problem. Perfect for anyone who calls spiraling self-care, like MJ. That is a steak bagel from McDonald's because it's my fault when I made the video of tattoos and Cadillacs just breaking down over no double steak. MJ was disappointed with a no double steak too. That's why it's still there. Yes, Jesse, you cost an MJ cake. Trouble, it is your fault that the bacon, egg, and cheese bagel is superior. That is from MJ. We have cookies. This next one is your fault. Well, this one don't have a name because, well, if you can't see why it doesn't have a name, you're putting in too much effort. This is the lifelike lazy chia pet from MJ. Bougie, it's your fault that MJ is in love with Smash. The bucket, direct from SP. We know what SP does with buckets. Bougie, it's also your fault that you're a truth teller, according to MJ. MJ don't know how to do this. Half of the stuff MJ says is compliments. If only MJ could read. But here we go. Past due bills. Well, not a thing when you got a mama that pays them. Layoff notice. Did you lose your federal job or did you ever have your federal job? That's a little weird. Or is your job to go on Reddit and do some horrendous shit to people while being on the back end doing horrendous shit to the people that you were doing horrendous shit for? Is your job making tamales since you want to call yourself truth tellers? Are you getting $30 on the back end and planning you'll pay it back when you sell your tamales? Like, is that who you are? Is that where you went? Because every time I hear truth tellers, I'm like, she funny. And there's a lot of content there. There's a lot of jokes there, and I like truth tellers. Mainly because she's only getting y'all for like $30, not $12,800 like a certain OG that we know. See that calculator? That's a sticker on there. It just says debt. Even the company that produced the calculator, no. MJ is too lazy to hit the buttons, so they just put what MJ will always be on that calculator. That's the kind of pull that MJ has with corporate America. That right there, you see? Like, that's what it is, guys. And the bucket, yeah, that came from SP. Special delivery. SP, what a star that MJ is probably so close to. I don't care. I never went after SP. I just worried about the 8 ball. Poor 8-Ball. Can we get a moment of silence for the 8-Ball that SP lost to the police? I could have given it a good nasally home back in the day. Today, no, not so much. A good nasally home like we heard OG give a pill the other day on live. Post it on my page. I would have insulted it like Amanda did, whoever she was telling to pick corn out of her shit. Well, let me sniff that powder off that table, and we'll just work that joke that way. Right, OG? Is that what you did? Did you imagine it was corn? I think you did. White powdery corn that you were crushing up at the beginning of the video. It's amazing that the same people that would have drugged you endlessly for that are now protecting their own financials because they know if you go down, you're taking them with you. Because OG does not go down alone. First, it's Bougie did it, and it's like, wow, that's almost as impressive as the fact that there's still ice cream sitting in front of MJ. Just an impossible task. Then it's attack monster, then it's attack this person, that person, the other person, but it's never attack the facts, and it's never just owning up to it. You see me on this bitch all the time. Anytime I'm wrong, I'm willing to admit it. It doesn't mean I'm not going to be a dick to you. It just means I was wrong, and I'm still going to be a dick to you most of the time. That's honesty. That's transparency. That is the level of transparency that MJ will only have in her hair on her head. The ice cream looks like wontons because, well, maybe MJ went on a diet and had to pretend that there's still ice cream left and put some wontons in there for when her mom comes in and says, "Did you eat all that ice cream?" She's like, "No, look," and just real quick glance at it. The mom's proud. Didn't eat all that ice cream like the gluttonous person that MJ is. The decaying peanuts, yeah, those were tracked in from Five Guys restaurant, where you get to eat all the peanuts you want. But MJ takes so many peanuts from that store that she shoves them in her shoes, and she's walking in, she tracks them in, they start decaying on the floor, right next to SP's special bucket. Next up, we have self-sabotage. Well, isn't that the key of the whole line here? Is self-sabotage. Even I know how to play the TikTok game. We all do. Do we have to play it? No. Do I willingly play it with people? Absolutely. Like MJ. I done told y'all a couple of days ago, it's no longer about facts with MJ, it's about the show. And when we do the show, we get our feelings hurt because we see who we really are in my show towards you. This right here is the chia of all chias. Because I know you notice the no neck on this one. This one right here, we couldn't afford to put a neck on it because MJ ate all the food and we went over budget. There's 0 seconds left on the dynamite. Well, that's okay. That's fake too. That's a fake receipt. The ice cream, that one kind of looks like peanut butter a little bit. That's probably fake. The pills, if they were real, I'd have probably ate them. I'm kidding. Hey, a little while back I would have though. See the bucket, how it's empty? Now MJ knows just what a fucking star SP is. And MJ knows that if MJ drank the bucket, MJ can be a star too. That's what MJ did. This featuring a literal countdown clock that it starts on 0 and stays on 0. It gives just as much thought and motion as MJ does in a single working month. The scattered pills, the junk food, and the sabotage plan she wrote. Self-sabotage, trademarked by MJ. Don't try to steal that. This is MJ's autobiography in plant form, bald spot included. Watch as this chia grows just wildly in all directions, especially not the neck though. That's the only direction it will not grow. It will grow out from the neck, but below the neck, no more neck. Remember it had padding before? Well, we have looked 2 weeks into the future after many, many pints of cheap off-brand ice cream has been consumed. This has no structure, no plan, just chaos. It's chaos fueled by impulse. This piece screams, why does this keep happening to me? While actively lighting the fuse. This is going to be a fan favorite of people who've confused self-destruction with authenticity. Because only MJ can truly and authentically self-destruct every single time, no matter what they do. That has been proven MJ's entire life. Next up, rock bottom. Who'd have thought? Don't worry, though. Don't worry, guys. Shannon, is that Shannon? Shannon? Is that Shannon with the roaches? Shannon with the roaches. Can you get the fuck out of here? Like, you are going to be, your fucking roaches are going to be chia pets next if you don't get the fuck out of here. Block that bitch. Nobody likes you, Shannon. Thank you. Tomorrow, roaches, chia pets. Fucking audacity of that fucking dumb bitch. Don't nobody like you. I will shake MJ's hand before I like you, Shannon. You done way too much to so many people. And like the most. Like you over here faking attempts like OG. Did you teach her that? Or did OG teach you that? Which one? Because I can't tell which one of you is worse right now. Shannon steals from hospice. OG steals from cancer patients. Takes advantage of the vulnerable. I know scamming class, you're like, well, how can he say that? I get due process. Stop. Send your populars, tap your screen, Shannon's back on the backup recording. Heart means all that good stuff. We are at rock bottom right now. You see that sign back there that says need help? Morally, ethically, and with values, MJ needs help. When you purchase this, you need not worry, everybody. MJ insists this isn't rock bottom. Rock bottom places her in a stone pit surrounded by empty bottles, bad decisions, and a cardboard I need help sign. Perfect for MJ's next stream when MJ eventually becomes the next TikTok beggar. The chia grows downward, clinging desperately to the rocks, symbolizing the refusal to climb out of while loudly insisting everyone else pushed her in. It's ideal for the collectors who appreciate denial with a touch of geological performance. Gravel sold separately. Stuff's expensive. You can only put so much of that in your pocket every time you go outside. Okay? What's up, Bougie, Jana? talk it out on the back end. Don't talk it out in the live chat. Like I settled my shit with Jana. I don't need an apology from you because I'm not sorry for what I did, and I hope that's good enough. Because I can't apologize for something I'm not sorry for doing, and I don't want an apology for anything because, well, none of it hurt my feelings. That's emotional rock bottom right there. Next up. Yes, there is a next up. There's a lot of these, okay? Like, spared all the expense making these chia pets. We have adopted balding crybaby. Jesus Christ. I have the funny feelings, like this one. Like, why does my brain work this way? What do you get when you take a pacifier, a teddy bear, and an adoption certificate that nobody asked for, and you put it all together? You get MJ, the adopted balding crybaby. Weaponizing victimhood. It's like it's an art form. Telling people their cancer is fake with such precision that they're wrong every single time. How can I tell Sunshine her cancer is fake and know it and be right? But MJ, well, you're not doing so good. You're 0 for like 25 right now, MJ. 25 might be a large number. Don't fact check me on that. But MJ don't know how to count anyways. So even if I would have said 2, MJ would have been like, what's 2? And took a guess and said 90. The tears are super thick and weird looking only because of the diet that we've seen prior. Maybe if MJ would have ate the steak, egg, and cheese bagel that Tattoos and Cadillacs won it, the tears would be just a little thicker. Thick like the blood and the arteries of Tattoos and Cadillacs veins. The arteries are screaming. That's 450 pounds of shit, literal, walking around. Nobody likes Tattoos and Cadillacs. And nobody likes his mother less than I do. While you guys are bullying Tattoos and Cadillacs, I am bullying his mother. Nikki and I are playing catch with his mother's arm. Keep away. Sometimes we put little Nerf things on it so it flies like a football. It doesn't do too well, though. I know. I hate it here, too. Everybody that's watching this that doesn't like me and is laughing also hates it here. So, back in character. This piece right here, it really captures MJ's favorite defense. Becoming a fucking infant. Any criticism is bullying, any consequence is abuse, and any accountability is unfair. This chia grows patchy, like MJ's maturity that never fully formed, like MJ's hair that never fully developed. You can display this proudly next to your excuses and your selective outreach. This is normal looking happy MJ. MJ is not happy unless MJ is sad. And I know that's a weird way to think about things, but we cannot blame that on MJ. We have to blame that on Irene down there. Probably. The teddy bear, that poor teddy bear, is setting down because the husband stitch needs to be hidden for TikTok guidelines. I hope she's having a great dinner tonight. Tag me in whatever you want, Spread. Tag me in all of them. Next up, we have what's sure to be the alternative crowd's favorite. We have what I can only describe as this balding emo sad boy. Drenched in melancholy, clutching that teddy bear, and surrounded by symbolic despair. This balding emo sad boy here. Now, I would like to pause right there. You called me Florida girl. Don't you dare. Don't you dare say it's boy with a B-O-I, just like Rivka's Pharaoh, Mama's Pharaoh boy, that the cat that she mounted in the thong and posted on TikTok, that train wreck is you. Okay, you're that train wreck. Just as a person. She did it in a video. You're just the person that represents that train wreck. Yeah, the Pharaoh boy. I'll never forget that. She is hopping out of Kendra's left shoe right now in that Patreon, being like, fuck that motherfucker. This is performative sadness at its finest. This isn't growth. This is aesthetic misery. This chia sprout resembles uneven bangs, refusing to commit, just like MJ's Morris dance. It's ideal for live streams where self-pity replaces self-improvement and self-respect. Why shoot for respect and improvement when you can just take the easy road and go for pity? Next up, we have the TikTok badass with another word. This with the gold chain snatched right off Tattoos and Cadillac's neck. The cash snatched right out of Tattoos and Cadillac's hand. The bottle in hand, full of piss, because MJ never leaves the room. Just to find out that this whole time, Tattoos and Cadillac's chain was purchased off of Wish for $6.99. That cash was a freebie on Wish. Motion picture film printed right on it. And that bottle is still full of piss. She uses the shiwi to get it in the neck of the bottle. If you don't know what a shiwi is, I forgot what it was called like a month ago. I'll never forget again. It's just a fun word to say. Everybody say shiwi. Don't type it. It's probably not as fun to type, but say it to yourself. Skinny Claus, say shiwi. It's fun, isn't it? This TikTok badass is all bravado and no backbone. This piece perfectly captures MJ's online persona. Loud, threatening, and deeply unserious. This chia grows aggressively, but aimlessly, much like the hair on her head. This one is best enjoyed with a fake toughness. Throw some exaggerated stories in there, and an audience that hasn't checked the timeline, and this right here will complete your collection perfectly. Next up, we have the addiction brain. Somehow, these are getting more and more offending as we go. But you know what? This piece just doesn't grow chia. It grows excuses. Featuring a fully exposed brain garden stuffed with pills, bottles, cigarettes, and impulsive decisions, this addiction brain, Chia Pet, perfectly captures the MJ mindset. I'm not responsible. My impulses are. As the chia sprouts take over the brain folds, not realistic, by the way, there are not many brain folds at all in the real MJ, but this does look like MJ Face Planet in OG's living room. But when the chia seeds take over the exaggerated brain folds of this MJ Chia Pet, you'll notice a fascinating phenomenon. Every new sprout corresponds with a new rationalization. It's not addiction, it's stress. It's not lying, it's interpretation. It's not hypocrisy if I say it louder. A must have for anyone who thinks accountability is optional and self reflection is an attack. Because MJ doesn't want to attack MJ's self. Next up in this gruesome list of things is this one. I believe we did this one already. Didn't we? We did. But this is next month's version, when the past due is still past due, when the layoff notice is still used as a receipt of just losing the job, when the bucket is getting full again, when the calculator is turned ever so slightly just to show you that they're still dead, when the pills are less, when the cigarette's lit, when the tomato is a new tomato because MJ's mom came in through the route and went away, and MJ put another one there. But also this month, MJ is going to be a little healthier because now we have broccoli. What do we do with the broccoli, MJ? We throw it on the floor because touching it is healthier than not touching it. We've decorated our room. We've got 2 sunflowers there, but we still have that bald spot. And that's okay. Not all of us can have full heads of hair. Most of us don't. If you look at alleged security footage, I'm bald as a motherfucker. So don't hate on MJ. Embrace the baldness. You have to. I might not have to. It is female pattern baldness, maybe. It's, what's her name? Will Smith's wife. What she got? Alopecia? I don't want to make fun of alopecia because Will Smith won't fucking pop up in this bitch and slap me. So then he'll get Santa Claus's reward. Because we all know after he slapped Chris Rock, he could use any money he could get. Here we have the I was never a federal employee Chia Pet. Because who gets on TikTok and lies about being a federal employee? More people than you might think. That's the magic words, Artie. This piece here screams denial. Surrounded by government symbols that she insists are coincidences. The I was never a federal employee self-sabotage Chia Pet. It thrives on technicalities and selective memory. The chia grows neatly here because lying takes structure. Perfect for anyone who thinks semantics erase reality. Because you played a lot of semantics on this one, didn't you, MJ? The orange cone, not so with it, because MJ thought that it would be the adult thing to do to take one off the road until MJ's mother made her put it back. True story. MJ's mom is a hoot. Next up in this horrifying list of GFS is the receipts required, the ironic edition. As we see here, with tattoos and Cadillacs, fake gold chain, armed with a magnifying glass, and a receipt that she doesn't understand. This receipts required GFS is the crown jewel of projection. This piece aggressively demands proof while being buried under unread receipts, misquoted screenshots, and calculations that just don't add up. The longer the chia grows, the deeper the irony, because despite demanding evidence from everyone else, MJ never actually checks her own. This is perfect for desk, any shelf, or a live stream background, where facts go to die. Bald spot included. And last up, we have fact-checking optional. Why verify when vibes exist? Fact-checking optional, Chia Pet, is a celebration of confident ignorance, featuring conspiracy boards, tinfoil accessories, and the classic just saying posture. This Chia Pet thrives on half-truths and misunderstood headlines. As chia sprouts grow unevenly across the scalp, leaving massive spots ungrown, they symbolize MJ's selective skepticism, questioning experts, dismissing professionals, and trusting Facebook comments with her whole chest. This one is recommended for anyone who confuses confidence with correctness. Why are they going to report me? I'm being funny tonight. The only people reporting me is MJ. Literally nobody else cares. Like, it's about MJ. MJ's own mods are laughing at this. They're watching in Discord right now, I guarantee you. And they've just unmuted and said, "No, MJ, we're not laughing at this. We're totally not cool with this." And then they're mute and then laughing. MJ, you can't hear them on mute. MJ, you gonna shut that basement door, aren't you? You ain't gonna let them out no more. That's a creepy thing to say. You control your mods like that? My mods can take a box at any time and tell me to go fuck myself. And there ain't much of anything I can do about it. Because I'm still gonna let them in the box. Like, we can say it's a dig at Dalton, but nobody's taken a bigger dig at Dalton than me. I broke him. He is no longer the Dalton he was before me. He is the person that will do anything in the world to never, ever even see a reference to Barney ever again. I still find it disrespectful to the mods. I would never take a dig at somebody that would disrespect the people around me. Now y'all might have got tired of the Barney memes for sure. I didn't. I made a whole bunch that I didn't release. I had a lot of fun with that one there. But back to this abomination of a person. These were the grow it and blow it chia pet lines. All you have to do is water it daily, unless you forget. Ignore facts and harvest excuses. Now these did go on pre-order, and there are a few Amazon reviews. You can find these on Amazon right now. And for all of you that went and looked, they're there. You didn't have enough time. I couldn't market them as MJ, because then MJ would want money. Because that's what MJ is here for. The product line, the selective outrage, the let me get numbers, and let me try this the FWA way. Everybody watch your back. That's the aluminum hat. It's the Conspiracy 101. So, first review is 5 stars. This feels targeted. Verified purchase. I bought I'm Trash as a joke gift, but now it's sitting in my living room and my family keeps glancing at it, then at me, then back at it. The flies are a nice touch. 5 stars for accuracy. Well, the flies didn't come with it. Your house was just dirty and they were already there. The next one has a 4-star review. They said, the receipts were included, but I didn't read them. Verified purchase. Receipts were required, came with a magnifying glass, and like 6 receipts. I skimmed one, misunderstood it, and immediately felt vindicated. 1 star removed, because someone in my comments asked me to explain the math. Another 5 star. Addiction brain made me uncomfortable, so it's perfect. Verified purchase. This one hit too close to home. The chia growing directly out of the brain folds, while surrounded by substances, really captures the vibe of, am I in OG's house? I told my followers it was symbolic art and blocked anybody who didn't agree. Another one, 4 stars. Growing problems grew slowly. Another verified purchase. And it says, just like me, the sprouts came in uneven. Some areas bald, some overgrown. There's a layoff notice in the soil, which felt unnecessary but accurate. Lost 1 star because it didn't magically fix my life. I think MJ may have bought all these. I'm just saying. Because try anything to fix your life. That's as much effort as clicking an Amazon link will get you. That's MJ's motto. And another one, 5 stars. Self-sabotage counts down just like my relationships. Verified purchase. The little timer at 0 is genius. It really gives you the feeling of, I did this to myself, but I'm mad about it. Highly recommend it for anyone who says, Why does this keep happening without changing a single behavior? MJ definitely bought that one. Another one, 5-star review. Adopted balding crybaby healed me. It didn't. Verified purchase. I cried when I opened the box. Then I cried when someone criticized it. Then I cried when my chia didn't grow evenly. 5 stars. No notes. Everyone is mean. Another one. This one's 4 stars. Balding emo sad boy matches my aesthetic. Verified purchase. I put this next to my vinyl records and sad playlist. The chia looks like uneven bangs, which is perfect. Lost 1 star because it doesn't come with a built-in excuse generator, though I supply my own. 5 stars for TikTok Badass. Is me but richer. Verified purchase. Love the gold chain. Love the cash. Love the confidence with 0 follow-through. The chia grows aggressively, like my mouth, when someone disagrees with me. My only complaint is that it doesn't shout over people automatically. Here's one for 3 stars. I'm useless. Arrived as advertised. Verified purchase. Everything is broken. Nothing works. I felt seen. 3 stars because I expected it to still somehow be someone else's fault. Another 5-star review. I was never a federal employee. Cleared everything up. Verified purchase. After placing this on my desk, I loudly announced I was never a federal employee. The plant didn't argue, which proves I'm right. 5 stars for validation. Two stars. Product is bullying me. Verified purchase. I bought 3 of these as a joke, but now my friend said it's a pattern. I don't get that. And the last review was 5 stars. Best purchase since my last bad decision. Verified purchase. If you hate growth, if you hate accountability, and if you hate nuance, but love vibes, confidence, and being loudly wrong, this collection is for you. Would recommend to anyone who thinks facts are a personal attack. Thank you, MJ. Appreciate all the purchases and the refunds. I just call listen. I'm just going to call because I sold a bunch of chia pets to MJ. Don't worry, she refunded them all. I will be exposing MJ next week for the return fraud. I believe MJ stole all the chia gel and really tried to grow her back in. Here's the question and answer section. Does this product help with personal growth? The answer is no. But it looks like it's trying, which is basically the same thing. From MJ. Question. Are the chia seeds supposed to grow unevenly? The answer is yes. That's intentional and symbolic. Also, if they don't grow evenly, it's probably your fault. Question. Will receipts required actually teach me how to verify information? Answer. I didn't read the instructions, but I feel more confident now, so probably yes. MJ. So if someone can fix the boxes. Question. Someone said this product feels targeted. Is that true? Answer. If you feel attacked, that's on you. I answered that question. Question. Can I use this on live streams? The answer. Absolutely. It works best when placed behind you. Wow, you interrupt people and refuse to let them finish a sentence. MJ. You can do it like it was. Does fact-checking optional come with actual facts? The answer is no. And honestly, that's the appeal from MJ. Is self-sabotage safe around children? It's safe, but it may teach them how adults avoid accountability. MJ. Question. My chia didn't grow at all. Is it defective? Answer. No. That's called potential. Question. Can I blame someone else if this didn't work? Absolutely. I encourage it. Does addiction brain promote substance use? The answer is no. It promotes denial. Big difference. That one was OG. Why does I'm trash attract flies? And the answer is simply authenticity. Is it bad coping mechanisms supposed to make me uncomfortable? And it's only if you're self-aware. Can I return this if it makes me reflect? And of course, returns accepted within 30 days unless personal responsibility occurs. Does receipts required include actual receipts? Yes. But you don't have to read them to feel correct. MJ. Is adopted balding crybaby offensive? Only if you take everything personally, MJ. What receipts are those? Those receipts are these. I'll show you. These are the actual receipts that come with receipts required. So this is one of the 6 that you get. And I'm going to play the second of the 6 that you get. If you notice third line down there, OG says, never once did I say Farrah gave me all of her medical records. So try again. And this is how you use receipts.
And I'll be honest, I've not been listening to these lives, but I did get told that Florida Man and Bougie are paying out like Farrah currently has cancer. That's not true. Or at least not from what she told me. Because keep in mind, as her assistant, she sent me her whole medical records so that I could make her doctor's appointments for her.
Now, I point out the fact that OG said Farrah's cancer was not true. That right there, you're a piece of shit. Just saying. How are you going to text me this morning or last night or whatever this was? I don't really pay attention when you were texting now because I'll just call MJ fat. Why? It's factual. It's more factual than anything MJ has said. All right. How are you going to be a truth teller and talk to the scammer and say, I believe you, and talk to nobody else? Oh my God. MJ. Finally, I'm not the shittiest person to expose somebody anymore. That belongs to MJ. Not the whole medical records, like she said, and like she declined here. This is where compare and